How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the Trump administration denying requests of at least 4 U.S. embassies across the world to fly the gay pride flag on the same flagpole as the American flag. This has drawn widespread criticism. People are talking about this is just more of the same abuse and neglect and discrimination against the LGBTQIA community from the Trump administration. Mike Pence is the main one behind it because he is an anti-LGBT person. When he was a governor of Indiana, he signed in the Religious Freedom Act, which allows people to discriminate against homosexual people. He also was a fan of conversion therapy. He's a Christian, so that's anti-LGBT as well. His wife works at a Christian school, which has policies against homosexuality as it relates to the students and the teachers. All these different things are pretty much just thrown at Trump and Pence and the entire administration. But let's back up a little bit here to really explain what's going on and why those requests were denied. First of all, there's only one flag to be flown on the U.S. Embassy flagpole where the American flag is, and that's the American flag, okay? Obama had allowed this to be done to put the gay pride flag on the American flagpole, but the actual official policy is to not have any other flag on that flagpole. And to me, that makes sense. You're not going to have that country where the embassy is. You're not going to have their flag on that flagpole. You're not going to have the Pan-African flag on that flagpole. You're not going to have any other random flag on that flagpole. Have it just be the American flag. And that's it. Why is that a bad thing? The American flag is for all Americans. I don't care if it's Pride Month or whatever. That's fine. You can have your month, but the American flag is for all Americans, regardless of what. So when you're at a U.S. embassy, there's no confusion about what's happening. You know, okay, this is the American flag. I'm in the right place. I'm at a home away from home. But for now, I digress. The media is not really being honest when they're talking about this, in my humble opinion. I mean, they're kind of being halfway honest as usual. They're talking about the flags have been banned from the embassies. That's not true. That's not true at all. It's just that you can't fly the gay pride flag on the same flagpole as the American flag. You can have the flag be put on walls or in other parts of the embassy, but you just can't have it on the same flagpole as the American flag. It's very simple. So this is not an anti-LGBT measure. It's about keeping the American flag as the only flag, because if it's anti-LGBT to say that you can't fly the gay pride flag on the American flagpole, then it has to be anti-everything else that is not flown on that same flagpole. It's got to be anti-black. You can't fly the Pan-African flag. You got to be Latino if you can't fly whatever flag they have. You got to be anti whatever country wants to be on that flagpole if you do not allow them to be flown. See, if you show favoritism to one, you got to show it to all. You can't just say, oh, okay, because it's Pride Month, you can fly that flag, but nobody else can. You only get that privilege to do that. It doesn't make any sense. Keep that flag for one flag. It's so simple. And then to get back to it, a lot of these countries around the world have, kind of like dual standards. I'm not really sure where the countries are that requested the American flag and the gay flag to be flown simultaneously on the same flagpole. I think one of them is Germany, but look to Germany's north. You got Sweden, and one area of Sweden where it's a lot of Muslim migrants. Ain't no gay pride flags. All right. They say, look, we're majority Muslim. We don't get down with that. So you're not going to fly them flags here. It is what it is. Now, is there any kind of uproar over that? Any kind of furor over that? I think not. It's just easy to point towards Mike Pence, Donald Trump, the Americans in general, and label them as racist, as homophobic, or whatever obic over ish you want to lay at their feet, rather than looking at the reality of the situation, which is that flagpole is for only one flag. Countries around the world have actual policies against LGBT people, and those are pretty disastrous. You're talking about you can get sentenced to death for being gay. You can get stoned, beat, all that. excommunicated, kicked out of your place where you live, all that stuff because of your particular lifestyle choice. Okay, so at the end of the day, as I close, this is a nothing burger. People are getting so offended, so triggered. People that are mad about this are always mad about something. There's always something from every day. Okay, Trump didn't do this. Mike Pence didn't do this. Or they did do this and they did do that. If they didn't do a thing that they want to be done, then they're racist. If they did do a thing that they didn't want, then they're racist. How about you just disagree with that person and then argue based on the facts? The facts are that the policy says one flag, American flag, on the American flag pole. That's it. Anybody else? No. If you want to have different flags in the embassy in general, go for it. If you want to have a gay shrine in the courtyard or something, that's your business. But the American flagpole is just for one flag only. That's the American flag. So what say you? Do you think that this is an anti-LGBT decision by the Trump administration? Because like I said, Obama did allow the gay pride flag to be on the American flagpole. That is not official policy. He just went and did that because he could. But is it something that is really a big deal? And if you allow the gay pride flag, what about other flags that want to be on the flagpole? And why not across embassies in the entire world? Why just a few, a select few? Okay, what's really going on with that? Or do you think that I'm correct that this is the right thing to do? Keep the American flagpole for the American flag, and that's it. Anybody got a problem with it, that's too bad. It's not really that deep either. Just let everybody do the right thing with what they got going on. But that is pretty much all I got. And whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.